Have you ever wondered how light-speed travel could be possible? Imagine zipping through the cosmos in the blink of an eye, visiting distant galaxies as if they were just around the corner. This fantastical concept, a favorite of science fiction authors and filmmakers, might one day become a reality with the advent of something called a Higgs distortion drive. Intrigued? You should be. But before we set our sights on the stars, we need to understand the nuts and bolts of this theoretical machine. Now let's dive into the intricate details of this fascinating mechanism. Imagine a device that can make your spaceship as light as a feather. Meet the Higgs field modulator. This little wonder is no ordinary piece of tech. Its job, to generate and control an outer Higgs distortion field, effectively reducing our spaceship's mass to zero. Yes, you heard it right, zero. So how does this magical gadget work? Well, it's all about advanced quantum field technology, potentially based on extrapolations of the Higgs boson properties. Think of it as a super intelligent DJ, spinning the tracks of quantum fields, manipulating the Higgs field at a level we're yet to fully understand in physics. Now, I know what you're thinking. That sounds like the stuff of science fiction, and you'd be right. But isn't that the beauty of it? Today's science fiction often becomes tomorrow's science fact. The Higgs field modulator, with its advanced manipulation of the Higgs field, allows our spaceship to float through the cosmos like a leaf on the wind. And it does this all while keeping everything inside the ship feeling just like home. It's like having your cake and eating it too, in zero gravity. Sounds like magic, doesn't it? But hold on to your seats because it gets even more exciting. Ever wish you could be in two places at once? That's essentially what our quantum entanglement core does. Now don't get too excited. We're not talking about using it to clone yourself so you can finally finish that ever-growing pile of laundry while also catching up on your favorite space opera. The quantum entanglement core has a rather important job. It manages the inner Higgs standard field, ensuring the standard mass properties within the ship. Think of it as the ultimate balancer, keeping everything in check while we're zipping through the cosmos at light speed. Now, how does it do that? Well, it employs a little something called quantum entanglement. This is a phenomenon where two particles become linked, and they instantly affect each other, no matter the distance. Imagine having a pair of dice where, no matter how far apart they are, rolling a 6 on one always causes the other to roll a 6 too. In our case, the quantum entanglement core uses this entanglement to synchronize the ship's internal field with the normal Higgs field. This maintains a stable environment inside the ship, even while the outside is experiencing the wild ride of light speed travel. It's like having your own personal bubble of normalcy in the middle of a cosmic roller coaster. Pretty mind-bending, right? But we're just getting started. To power such a fantastical machine, we need an equally fantastical power source. Imagine something that makes your latest smartphone look like a toddler's toy. That's right, we're talking about an energy source that's not just next generation, but several generations ahead. Consider a zero-point energy extractor. Yes, you heard it right, a device that could potentially tap into the limitless energy of the vacuum itself. Or, how about an antimatter reactor? It would produce energy by annihilating matter and antimatter. Talk about a bang for your buck. And for those who prefer a more classical approach, a compact fusion generator might do the trick. It's like having a tiny star powering your spaceship. Quite the interstellar flex, isn't it? These are all advanced concepts that go beyond our current technological capabilities. But hey, who knows what the future might hold? And you thought your electric bill was high? Switching between two realities can be tricky. That's where the field transition buffer comes in. Now, imagine you're at a party and the DJ abruptly switches from a mellow jazz tune to a heavy metal track. The shock might make you spill your drink. That's a bit like what could happen if we switched too abruptly between our two Higgs fields. Only, instead of spilling drinks, we might tear a hole in the fabric of space-time. Not ideal, right? So, our field transition buffer is like our space-time DJ. It delicately manages the transition between the outer Higgs distortion field and the inner standard Higgs field. How does it do this? Well, it's a bit of a trade secret, but let's say it involves a sophisticated system of field dampeners and regulators, perhaps using some exotic materials or as yet unknown principles of field dynamics. Smooth transitions, just like a professional DJ, but for reality. Now, how do we steer this thing? With the navigation and control system, of course. You see, navigating through the cosmos at light speed isn't like taking a Sunday drive in the country. It's like trying to thread a needle while riding a roller coaster. That's where our navigation and control system steps in. This system is a blend of advanced artificial intelligence and quantum computing, making it capable of calculating and adjusting the complex field dynamics required for light-speed travel. Imagine having a supercomputer that can not only solve a Rubik's Cube in a millisecond, but can also plot a safe and efficient path through the cosmos at the speed of light. It's like having a cosmic chauffeur on hand, ready to adjust course in the blink of an eye to avoid celestial obstacles. And the best part? It never asks for directions. You thought your GPS was smart? Wait till you meet this one. With all this going on, we need to keep our spaceship in one piece. Enter the structural integrity field. This field is the unsung hero of our light speed travel. It's the bouncer at the club, the bodyguard to our spaceship. Its function? To maintain the integrity of the spacecraft under the extreme stresses of light speed travel. No biggie. Now, to the fun part. How does it work? Well, it could potentially utilize nanotechnology or advanced material science. Imagine a field that reinforces the molecular structure of our spacecraft. It's like giving our spaceship a suit of armor, but on a molecular level. It's not just a shield, it's a whole fortress. This field is constantly working, ensuring our spaceship doesn't fall apart in the harsh conditions of space. It's tough, it's reliable, and it's absolutely essential. Stronger than your average spaceship, wouldn't you agree? Last but not least, we need to keep our crew and passengers safe and sound. That's where the safety and life support systems come in. Imagine a blend of today's most advanced life support tech with a futuristic twist. These systems would operate independently of the Higgs fields, ensuring a stable and livable environment inside the spacecraft. Think air purifiers that work at a molecular level, recycling every single breath into pure, clean oxygen. Imagine gravity fields that can be adjusted at will, allowing the crew to exercise under Earth-like conditions, or sleep in zero-G. And let's not forget about advanced medical pods, capable of diagnosing and treating any ailment, from a common cold to a ruptured appendix, faster than any doctor back home. This high-tech ecosystem is designed to keep everyone on board healthy, happy, and ready to explore the cosmos. After all, what's the point of reaching the stars if you're not feeling your best? Safety first, even at light speed. While all this sounds amazing, there are some serious challenges to consider. Just like you wouldn't go out in a thunderstorm without an umbrella, we can't just dive into light speed travel without considering a few things. First up, we've got relativistic effects. You know, that mind-bending concept where time slows down as you approach the speed of light? It's like the universe's way of saying, slow down, speedster, and could seriously mess with your dinner plans back on Earth. Then there's the small matter of space debris. At light speed, even a tiny pebble becomes a deadly projectile. It's like playing dodgeball on a cosmic scale. Who knew space could be so messy? We'd need a way to spot and avoid these hazards, perhaps with predictive modeling or some super-duper future radar. And let's not forget about the energy requirements. This Higgs distortion drive isn't going to run on AA batteries. We're talking about an energy source so advanced, it would make a nuclear reactor look like a hamster wheel. Lastly, there's the issue of safety. We need to make sure everyone inside the spacecraft is safe and sound. This includes creating life support systems that operate independently of the Higgs fields and can provide a stable and livable environment. But hey, who said bending the laws of physics would be easy? So, there you have it. A theoretical glimpse into the future of space travel. We've ventured into the realm of Higgs fields, quantum entanglement, and advanced energy sources. We've explored the complexities of field transitions, navigational systems, structural integrity, and life support. We've even touched on the limitations and challenges, from relativistic effects to energy requirements. A wild ride, isn't it? Who knows? Maybe one day we'll be zipping around the universe at the speed of light. Until then, keep dreaming and keep exploring.